Hello, my YouTube family. This is the OG Crypto New Jack coming at you with some juicy news today. But before I begin, let me say I am not a financial advisor. Anything you see or hear in this video is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Remember to do your own research and consult with a qualified professional before making investment decisions. All right, let's take a look at the crypto market cap. It is $1.11 trillion. It is down 0.1%. Coming in at number one is Bitcoin at 26,469. Number two is Ethereum at 1,729. And our beloved XRP is coming in at number six at 49 cents. Taking a look at crypto bubbles, looks like it's mostly red. We got Casper at the top gainer, plus 3.2%. And it looks like INJ and Pepe are the biggest losers, down 5.8%. The fear and greed index is neutral at 49. Okay, shout out to Michael Branch. He puts out analysts from Morgan Stanley expect nearly $500 billion to leave American banks when the U.S. Treasury goes ahead with a plan to roll out a new batch of T-bills. And of course, that is not surprising. Moving on again with Michael Branch. He has this article, XRP to be accepted for gas on experimental EVM, compatible blockchain. Here is the article. The most important parts I highlighted says validators and stakers of the Root network and upcoming cross-chain platform will soon be able to get rewarded in XRP tokens. Such a statement was made by community enthusiast Dip Collector on Twitter amid discussion about the potential of XRP ledger sidechains. According to him, the very advanced blockchain will employ Polkadot's substrate framework and will be fully compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine, EVM. Its tokenomics will be underpinned by Root, a core native asset. At the same time, the rewards to Root stakers will be paid out in XRP. The beloved cryptocurrency of the XRP army will also be the gas token on the network. And continuing again with Michael Branch, U.S. Bank JP Morgan is making his voice heard by asking the U.S. government for regulation for the crypto industry after the SEC recent tyrannical pass. Okay, so we all can read between the lines there. Moving on. CoinDesk has this thing out. They say people just want to know what the rules are. Miami Mayor Francisco Suarez, a GOP candidate for U.S. president, says about the current regulatory status of Bitcoin. If everyone knew what the rules were, they would play by the rules. Exactly, this is what we've been saying for a while. And it's just good to see more and more politicians being pro-crypto, because that's what we need. We need more pro-crypto lawmakers and politicians than the anti-crypto bunch who seem to have a large voice in the space. Okay, moving on. Shout out to XRP European. It says here, Ripple, central banks unleash innovation and successfully test 30 plus CBDCs. Here is the article, Ripple, central banks unleash innovation and successfully test 30 plus CBDC use cases, including offline payments. There's XRP involved. And there is the highlighted part that I wanted to read. An unprecedented joint experiment by global central banks and the Bank for International Settlements, BIS, explores over 30 CBDC applications, introducing opportunities for offline payments. The Bank of England is consulting on the development of a digital pound, which would utilize a centralized ledger and an API, allowing private sector firms to access and manage automated payments. I believe that has Ripple all over it. Shout out to Ashley Prosper. She has an article here. I'm not going to read all of it, but just the main part. Wang Zhang, America's achievement, has been associated with the U.S. government support and encouragement, invited by Vice President Joe Biden to visit several cities in the U.S. from July 20 to 25, 2016, including Detroit, Dover, and Washington, to explore investment opportunities. The company's chairman, Lou Drang Qi, I probably butchered that, is proud that Wang Zhang Group has contributed to the economics of both China and the U.S. 1 out of 3 made in U.S. cars uses auto parts that are produced by Wang Zhang America, said Daniel Lee, project manager of the Wang Zhang America. The company has 28 manufacturing operations in the U.S., of which 26 are in the auto parts sector. Lee said approximately 50% of the company's revenue comes from auto part sales. Based in Hangzhou, Jiangsu province, Wang Zhang Group's Chicago-based subsidiary, Wang Zhang America, won a bankruptcy auction for the assets of lithium-ion battery developer A123 Systems for $256.6 million in 2013. Last February, the unit bought the assets of Fisker Automotive, a manufacturer of plug-in hybrid sports cars, for $149.2 million. USAChinaDaily.com. I count 3 American companies that have been directly taken over by Wang Zhang during the Obama-Biden administration: A123 Systems, Fisker Automotive, and Car-Mart Automotive. And if I count Ethereum and Prometheum, that's 5. And the list goes on and on. There's just a lot of links and rabbit holes to go down. Here we have, shout out to Digital Asset, Wang Zhang Blockchain Labs, early backer of Ethereum, the largest backer of Prometheum, promote Ethereum. Let me play this real quick.
I've seen a press release that I don't know who issued on your behalf that you've already raised 12 million plus from different groups, including Wangsheng Labs, who are an early backer of Ethereum. You also have Hashkey, who are partners to you, and they invest and accelerate also blockchain startups. So are you also there looking for blockchain startups to join your platform so that you can not only turn their crypto into securities for then the public at large to invest in, or is it something where you're just looking for more established projects, or where are you getting, whose tokens are you representing?
Sure. Obviously, Wangsheng and Hashkey have extensive relationships in mainland China and in Hong Kong in general. And basically, they have a nice pipeline of potential issuers that as they mature could potentially list on the platform.
I've seen a press.
Well, as you can see, China has their hands all over this crypto space and apparently all over the SEC. Moving on, sticking with digital asset investor, surprise, surprise. Under every SEC rock, we find Ethereum. Prometheum CEO on the origin of the name. Remember, only Joseph Lubin, SBF of FTX, and this guy have been able to successfully come in and talk to the SEC.
I really like the etymology of words, and this makes you think of Prometheus and Ethereum. Is that it?
Yeah, exactly. So it works. It works multiple ways. So at the time when we started the company, the idea is that Prometheus gave gave man fire, and from that, you allowed all the civilization to flourish. And Prometheum, the goal was to give the public compliant digital assets or access to it such that the distributed economy could flourish. When you look at the term actually Promethean, with the EAN, the idea is it's relating to character of Prometheus, but especially being rebelliously creative or innovative. So I like that. And of course, as I mentioned before, everyone in the space who uses a smart contract enabled blockchain and who uses smart contract enabled wallets has to give their due to Ethereum. So that was the EM there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I got to tell you, folks, this free ETH pass Prometheum has a stink to high heavens. There's something amiss going on, and XRP Army will get to the bottom of it for sure. And Mr. Hubert puts out, the only 2 entrepreneurs in crypto who publicly claim they are allowed by the SEC to sell tokens to retail investors in the US. And so far, they are correct. Given a free pass, but we all know why. Okay, moving on. Yahoo Finance. Gary Gensler needs to be fired immediately. The Wolf of Wall Street podcast host Scott Mulker says on the crypto crackdown, later adding, Americans are losing money because of the actions of the SEC every single day. Let me play a little quick part of it.
With that kind of news.
I think it has been becoming more mainstream for quite a long time. And this isn't BlackRock's first foray into the space. They've already been working with Coinbase to allow their high net worth clients to have access to Bitcoin and other crypto assets. So there's nothing really new here. Listen, after the FTX collapse, I actually sent a tweet out that said, watch, Wall Street's about to sweep in and buy up our industry for pennies on the dollar. And it seems that what we have now is legislators and regulators pushing this industry into the comfortable hands of Wall Street and getting rid of the crypto incumbents like Coinbase and Binance that they view as a threat. So as good as this may be for institutional adoption of the space, it kind of violates the ethos. It's a bit of a dishonest push away from the people who actually built the crypto industry in the United States. We've already seen a number of spot ETFs rejected over and over and over again. It's being litigated with Grayscale in the courts right now against the SEC. I wouldn't be surprised to now see BlackRock move from back of the line to the very front very quickly.
Right, and so that's what I was going to ask, actually. When it comes to some of the Bitcoin ETFs that we've already seen filed for review and approval, we've seen it for multiple years. They get filed, there's a hefty comment period, it essentially just ends up on the cutting room floor somewhere, or just kind of gets held in obscurity or purgatory, whichever way you want to look at it. At the end of the day, you've got companies like Gemini, Van Eck, Grayscale as well that put one forward. So if you see a BlackRock now moving forward with this, aren't they destined to take some type of legal action unless BlackRock's is, I guess, materially different?
I would think so, but legal action and crypto go hand in hand at this point.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. But you know what? I've said it when it was first announced. BlackRock, when they put in for that Bitcoin ETF, they put in for it because they already know they're going to get approved. And sorry for everybody else, Grayscale and everybody else, they're just going to wait in line because they got the connections that the other ones don't. And you don't believe me? Look at this article here. Carl B. Menger puts out breaking: BlackRock's record of ETFs approved by the SEC is 575 to 1. That's not a bad track record. You know, if I had that track record, that'd be fantastic. It says, I guess it's always very helpful to have high-ranking government friends that you can pay handsomely to make laws in your favor. The fiat system is just a very disgusting place. And you know what? 575 to 1. You know what? You can't argue with those odds. So chances are they're going to get approved before everybody else, even though they came last to the party. Well, okay, fam, that's going to do it for today's video. If you found this video to be helpful, would you please smash the like and subscribe? I would really appreciate it, and it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you much in advance. In the words of Snoop Dogg, keep an eye on your money and your money on your mind. Peace out, man.